The Little Catechism of St. John Vianney. Catechism on Salvation. There are many Christians who do not even know why they are in the world. O my God, why have you sent me into the world? To save your soul. And why do you wish me to be saved? Because I love you. The good God has created us and sent us into the world because He loves us. He wishes to save us because He loves us. To be saved, we must know, love, and serve God. Oh, what a beautiful life! How good, how great a thing it is to know, to love, and serve God. We have nothing else to do in this world. All that we do besides is lost time. We must act only for our God and put our works into His hands. We should say on awakening, I desire to do everything today for you, O my God. I will submit to all that you shall send me as coming from you. I offer myself as a sacrifice to you. But, O God, I can do nothing without you. Will you help me? Oh, how bitterly shall we regret at the hour of death the time we have given to pleasures, to useless conversations, to repose, instead of having employed it in mortification, in prayer, in good works, in thinking of our poor misery, in weeping over our poor sins. Then we shall see that we have done nothing for heaven. O my children, how sad it is! 3/4 of those who are Christians labor for nothing but to satisfy this body, which will soon be buried and corrupted, while they do not give a thought to their poor soul, which must be happy or miserable for all eternity. They have neither sense nor reason. It makes one tremble. Look at that man who is so active and restless, who makes a noise in the world, who wants to govern everybody, who thinks himself of consequence, who seems as if he would like to say to the sun, Go away and let me enlighten the world instead of you. Some day this proud man will be reduced at the utmost to a little handful of dust, which will be swept away from river to river, from Saone to Saone, and at last into the sea. See, my children, I often think that we are like those little heaps of sand that the wind raises on the road, which whirl round for a moment and are scattered directly. We have brothers and sisters who are dead. Well, they are reduced to that little handful of dust of which I was speaking. Worldly people say, it is too difficult to save one's soul. Yet nothing is easier. To observe the commandments of God and the Church, and to avoid the 7 capital sins, or if you like to put it so, to do good and avoid evil, that is all. Good Christians who labor to save their souls and to work out their salvation are always happy and contented. They enjoy beforehand the happiness of heaven. They will be happy for all eternity. While bad Christians who lose their souls are always to be pitied. They murmur, they are sad, they are as miserable as stones, and they will be so for all eternity. See what a difference? This is a good rule of conduct, to do nothing but we can offer to the good God. Now, we cannot offer to Him slanders, calumnies, injustice, anger, blasphemy, impurity, theaters, dancing. Yet that is all that people do in the world. Speaking of dances, St. Francis de Sales used to say that they were like mushrooms, the best were good for nothing. Mothers are apt to say indeed, Oh, I watch over my daughters. They watch over their attire, but they cannot watch over their hearts. Those who have dances in their houses load themselves with a terrible responsibility before God. They are answerable for all the evil that is done, for the bad thoughts, the slanders, the jealousies, the hatred, the revenge. If they well understood this responsibility, they would never have any dances. Just like those who make bad pictures and statues or write bad books, they will have to answer for all the harm that these things will do during all the time they last. Oh, that makes one tremble. See, my children, we must reflect that we have a soul to save and an eternity that awaits us. The world, its riches, pleasures, and honors will pass away. Let us take care then. The saints did not all begin well, but they all ended well. We have begun badly. Let us end well, and we shall go one day and meet them in heaven.